Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I just wanted to let you know before this video starts that all of the gear used in my videos is completely paid for by myself. I'm not endorsed or sponsored by any of these companies, so any opinion that I have is non-biased and it's my honest opinion. I do have an Amazon link in the description of my videos, and if you click on that I do get a small percentage of something if you purchase it from my store. If it's not in my Amazon link, I do try to link the website of the gear that I'm using. Again, thanks for coming to my channel, and I hope you enjoy the video. I'm really excited today. It's the beginning of March, first Saturday, and I'm finally headed to the Appalachian Trail again to do my next section. I got some new gear. REI released their rewards points. At least I got mine last weekend, so this week I was able to get some new gear that I'm really excited about. It's supposed to be in the low 30s tonight, which I love. I like the cold weather camping, and I'm finally going to get to make a video on my new Superior Gear hammock and quilt setup that I got last year. So I just got here to my spot that I'm going to camp tonight, and I wanted to make a quick video about this thing since I mentioned it and did an unboxing video, but haven't really made any videos about it since then. This is my Superior Gear hammock. I think I have a 0 degree version. The thing that's really cool about these is the sewed in underquilt that they come with here. So it's sewed in at just the right spot, so when you lay in it, it doesn't compress. So you get it stays underneath you just how you would want an underquilt to be, not tied up against you. These straps that they come with, straps are awesome. Machined aluminum, well, plasma cut aluminum. Yeah, they're super long. They come with these adjustable ridge lines, which is really nice. This is AM steel. I have on mine, I have the glow-in-the-dark zipper pulls, which are actually very bright. And the other cool thing about this is they have these snaps all along here to incorporate the top quilt that goes with them. Also, I believe, yes, I did get a removable bug net, so this whole bug net will zip off. If you want to be out in the open, it's just held up in here by some snaps, and then it's zippered on. But yeah, I'm going to throw the top quilt on so you can get a quick look at that, and then I'm going to put the shelter on over it because that's my favorite part. That thing's pretty sweet. Okay, so we have our top quilt here. These things are awesome. They're really well thought out in their design. They're versatile, so you can do a couple different things with them. You can use it as a straight top quilt, as a blanket. You can snap it to the edges and give yourself a full attached top quilt, or you can use it the way I like to use it. The top end has a little pillow section here. So I just had to make this really quick interjection here to say that I misspoke in that part of the video. The puffy part at what I referred to as the head end is not the head end. That is the foot end, and that puffy piece folds down inside to, when you clip the foot box closed, that folds down inside to completely seal off the foot area so that you don't have a very small opening in the one end. I knew that when I bought it, but for whatever reason when I was editing this video it crossed my mind that that was not a pillow, that was the seal for the foot box. So that's my mistake. I just wanted to make that clarification really quick. You can actually make this thing into a sleeping bag also. So it has male and female snaps going down each side. And what I like to do is take my foot end, and they really did a good job with the putting everything into this. The ends have a heavier snap here, and then it has a double snap, and then it has your first regular snap. But it's cool because you have both ends have elastic drawstring on it, and at the end of that you have your little locks. So you snap this together and then pull that tight, and you have a nice, pretty well sealed off foot box right there. So that's what I like to do with this. But like I said, you can also attach it to the top here, or just use it as a regular blanket if it's not super cold. It's supposed to be in the low 30s, but it's really windy today, so I would expect the wind chill to be mid to high 20s. But so I'm gonna make sure that my feet are nice and toasty. The other cool thing about all of the Superior products is they come in these awesome their storage, their stuff sacks. They all have a nice pocket on the outside. So this is my quilt bag here, and I like to store all my sleeping stuff together, so I put my Sea to Summit inflatable pillow right in that front pouch when it's stored, and then my sleeping kit is all in one spot. Sorry for this horrible audio, that's extremely windy here. They also, all of the stuff sacks come with 2 carabiners and 2 loops on them, so that you can attach them to anything really, but you can also attach them to the ridgeline and then use them as storage for like a jacket or anything you want to put in there really. But yeah, that's the top quilt. It's pretty sweet. So yeah, if you have never checked these out before, check out Superior Gear. They're super responsive on Facebook to messages, and they just do a great job. This is my favorite setup that I have. This was custom. You can buy ready to ship ones, or you can buy custom ones and completely customize everything about it. Colors, materials. You can get a super lightweight version. They're not a cheap setup, but if this is your preferred way of camping, like it is mine, it's worth every penny in my opinion. The name speaks for itself. It's the superior setup to anything that I've used. I have some other really nice stuff that's a lot less expensive, but there's not really anything about this setup, the hammock or the shelter, that I would change. So if you haven't checked them out, definitely check these guys out. But I'm going to put the shelter on now, and then show you around that, because that's really one of my favorite parts. So this thing is also, just like the hammock itself and the quilt, really well thought out. First of all, it comes with these clips, like backpack style clips, like the pinch clips, and they have the tensioner already on them, so that's awesome. You don't have to do any stupid knot or anything like that. You can literally just put your peg in the ground, hook it to the loop, and pull it tight. For the sake of the video, and also because it's super windy, there's a field out here, and it's really there's a lot of wind coming off, so I have this pulled out to keep it from pushing up against me while I'm sleeping, and it's a good demonstration. So you have these, they put these clips here in the center, so you can do like a cabin style type thing inside where you pull that way out, or I'll show you on the other side here. The other thing you can use it for is to clip open your doors. So this tarp can be configured in a bunch of different ways. This is my favorite way to use it. Like this. So if you wanted to, you could, you don't need to have your ends closed off. You could have your tarp extend to here. But I like to use the doors on the end. So here's what the doors look like. They're super nice. They also have clips on elastic tensioners that you can really easily and quickly clip and unclip. Then there's loops right here that you can, if you really want to close it off, you can put a carabiner, the small carabiners that they come with. That's what I like to use, and put one of those there, and then that seals it off. Or like I said, if you don't want the doors, you can unclip those and extend your tarp out even more. They are on very a nice thin am steel rope. I believe it's the same thickness rope, maybe. No, this is a little thinner than the Ridgeline. Stainless tensioners up here, carabiner to hold it on. All of these, I believe these are a reflective line that they come with. They come with all of the stakes, a nice quality triangular aluminum stake. Comes with your stakes. Comes with all of these cords. It has enough cords for each one. You don't have to. It doesn't only come with just enough. It comes with one for each one. This side I have double corded. So, like I said, it's incredibly windy, as you can see. So I have it pulled out away from me as much as possible. If you look inside here, we'll go around the other way. Walk inside. It's very, very spacious, and I don't even have this thing configured in a way to give myself a lot of space. But there's plenty of room in here. Typically, what I do when I'm hammock camping, which is like 99.8% of the time, and I have it with me, but I don't think I'll use it because the ground is not damp. Well, it's not mushy, and it's not quite warm enough for the bugs to be out. So, but normally I have a Wise Owl. I have two of these. It's a tent footprint, and that comes with its own stakes, and I'll stake it out underneath, and that really gives you an awesome setup. You can hop out, get on the ground. It covers this entire space down here. It's laying over there with my other stuff. But I don't think I'm going to put that down tonight, just because I don't really anticipate needing it, nor do I really want it today. So yeah, that's the Superior shelter. They make this in a couple different colors. I got this just because I don't really like it to stand out a whole lot. They have a very pretty sky blue color for this shelter that I would love to have just because it's pretty. But yeah, if you haven't checked them out, definitely check out Superior Gear. They make some really awesome stuff. But I'm gonna get to my dinner here, and then maybe talk about this pack. Well, no, I'll save that for another video. But I'll give you a quick look. I did, with my REI rewards points this year, get myself an Osprey Atmos 65. I love it so far. It felt great today. The suspension system on it is incredibly comfortable. I forget what they call this suspension system, but it's mesh. Everything's adjustable on the fly, which I actually tweaked around today to get the weight to sit where I wanted it. I'm only carrying about 27 pounds right now. I didn't bring water. I just brought my Sawyer to get water out of the creek, because there's plenty of water sources in this section. And then my new rain jacket. But yeah, that's a quick look at that. I'll make a separate video on that at another time, as well as my jacket. But I'm gonna get all these goodies out and make myself some dinner because it's cold and I'm quite tired. Founded 1762, this blast iron furnace represented the start of industrial development in Pennsylvania. Pretty cool back here to imagine all the things that must have took place in this bank here. These are all, if you look real closely, these are all hand stacked rocks, so there's probably some big something or other right here. And up on the hill right here, got a really nice pretty creek that flows out of Children's Lake. Makes me want to go fishing really bad. That's some pretty water. It looks like you can fish right here. Got a couple little dams here. Cross the bridge and head back to the truck. This is Children's Lake in Boiling Springs. Got it drained at the moment. They're doing some work down here on the dam, it looks like. But this is where my truck is parked, so that section is done. From where we have Shermansdale to Boiling Springs. Next section is going to be Boiling Springs down into Michaud State Forest, which is actually where the halfway point of the trail is, and the Appalachian Trail Museum. So that's going to be a cool bit to do in the next few weeks. But I'm going to do a more extensive video on this pack and the other stuff that I used separately. So if anybody wants to see more details about it, they'll be more in-depth. Also my hammock setup and all that. But yeah, it was a good trip. Nice day. Probably like 50 degrees right now. Perfect hiking weather. So see you on the next one.